going to start with a lecture on data structures. As previously we have studied some little about data structure in our dimensional array. Now we are going to study more about it. In first, we must know what is data structure, it is going to work, what we are going to study in this. In this data structure, we are going to study about the stack, queue, linked list, and tree. As tree you all have studied in the previous PPT, we are just going to learn in this stack, queue, and linked list in this chapter. What is data structure? As we have done programming, you all have been doing programming in Java, and we have used several methods to produce logic in each and every program. And each and every program while doing, we see that it takes some memory, how much space it took while doing a program. In this data structure, it is just a way to create logical structure in the memory, so that storage of numerous data values could be managed by minimum space. So we have to here see that we do a program, there should be some productive, but how we are going to use less data while doing a program or logic. Hence space management, we can say what is the concept of main data structure is space management for data storage. It is very important. It is a space management for our data storage. Okay, now we are going to learn it more here. First, we are going to study about the stack. What is the stack? As we have done previously in class 11th, you all have done recursion, and at that time I have told you about recursion. Recursion works upon on the stack only, means LIFO, first in first out. It works upon the criteria, that is its nature is LIFO, that last in first out. It is a memory structure which is similar to a single dimension array. We can say that it is very much near about like a single dimensional array, but it is used with certain restrictions. But certain limitations are there for the stacks, that only one end is open for entry and exit of the data. In this, there is only one end for the entry and exit. No element in stack we can access in the middle. For any middle in array we can do that, we can insert a data in the middle, but in stack no element can be accessed in the middle. Stack follows LIFO, as I have told you previously that stack follows LIFO, last in first out in nature, that the data which has been entered first last first it will come out last, and which has been entered last it will come out in the first. We can see this as an example. Here are the piles of plate, the plate which we have put first and here which we have put last. We will see that if we have to get the plate, we will take out the last plate which we have put it. Only the last one will be lifted first. So here the criteria is LIFO, last in first out. See, the as we know that stack contains a pointer that we called it as SP. Okay, that keeps a track on the topmost element of the stack. The stack works upon two operations, so two main operations, that is push and pop. It means when we enter an element in a stack, this is your stack memory. Okay, this is your stack memory, and here this is your open end. We have put this as SP stack pointer. Okay, now this is when we put an element, it is known as push, and when we take out an element it is known as pop. So see, it is a process to enter an element in the stack. To do so, increase the stack pointer by 1. We increase the stack pointer by 1 and then store the defined element at the position denoted by the stack pointer. If stack pointer is n, where n is the size of the stack, matlab what are the size you are going to take, that is there no element can be pushed in the stack. If we have taken a limited size, then after that the situation, if we try to put more data in that, then it will give us a situation as stack overflow. Okay, now what is pop? Pop is to take out, first of all, take out the elements from the stack, well, whatever the elements are available in the stack at the SP position, then decrease the stack by pointer 1. Then we have to decrease the stack by the pointer 1. If a pointer is null and it indicates that the pointer is empty, means it has no element in it, means it has, if no element in it, then we at that time we termed that situation as stack underflow. Now, what is the C algorithm of the push function? First, we will stack SP item. Okay. Now, stack is the stack with SP as a stack pointer, and a data item is to be pushed into the stack where capacity of the stack is size. Okay. Check for overflow. First, we are checking for the overflow. If SP stack pointer is equal to size, then display stack overflows, otherwise increase your pointer SP is equal to SP plus 1. Push the element, stack SP is now equal to item. Again it will return, it will work in, because till the condition is not false, it will work upon till the size, whatever the size, suppose 5 has been given, then 5 size will be there, it will work upon, after that it will be overflow. Now like that here pop also, if SP is null then stack underflows, otherwise it will pop out the element. Okay, see how it will work. Val is equal to stack SP, the element has been popped out here, and here the decrement will be, because one pointer it will minus, and it will work till the your stack pointer becomes null. This is the process of pop. That was your push. Okay. There is the program of stack structure. For the stack structure, previously we have done algo of the stack structure. Now here we have taken a class stack of, here we have taken a array of 20, means 20 elements are there. Here pointer is there, here stack, here we have taken a number. Okay, now how much it will work? Now here pushed for the, here push for data, we have to, when pushed, when we have to fill data in the stack element, see here for the pop-up, all the all things are here. Go it very attentively, write it in your class registers, and how we have here stack empty, and then we have printed here our data. Okay, see here, this program you all have to write it down. This is the only program you have to learn it, learn this program by heart and practice it. Okay, now see here, the here just block diagram is there, how the elements works. No element is, see our stack is empty here, no elements here. We are pushing, first 5 has come here, then 5 8 has, 12 is there, 18 is there, 4 is there. See all the elements. Now the size has been completed, so stack is overflowing. No element can be pushed into the stack as it overflows. Now about the pop from the element, now 18 before will come out, 18 will come out, 12 will come out, and it will come, give the all the elements. At last 5 is there, 5 will come out. When your stack become empty, then when no element is to be pop out, then it is means that stack is underflowing. There's no need to draw this in your class registers, just only do the theory portions and program of and algo of the stack. I'll send PPT of this sorry, I'll send PDF of this PPT, so note down in your class registers very neatly.